Alright, just going to show you guys here quick how to fuse some paracord. I know paracord's been really popular lately and getting more popular, but I'm sure if you're watching this, you already know that paracord is originally designed as parachute cord, designed to be really strong, 550 pounds. This is the commercial stuff, not the military spec stuff, but it does still have 7 inner strands, and a lot of people want to know how to make or how to start making a 2-color bracelet. So just to show you guys quick, I got a couple different colors laid out here, and Bic lighter, EMT shears that cut paracord really nicely, and then I also, it's a little trick that I like to do to make it pretty, is a little shrink tubing. So this is just Gardner and Bender heat shrink tubing. Size is that 0.187 to 0.093, 120 degrees, whatever, you can read that. But that's the size that I like. It slips nicely over the ends of the paracord, and it kind of makes the seam go away. So I'll just show you how I do it here. One tip, if you don't have calloused hands, you might want to use like a wetted down wet paper towel to dampen your fingers, because when you start melting them together, it's going to get really hot and it will burn the tips of your fingers. So I just got a damp paper towel here. But what I like to do to fuse paracord together is to kind of hold them to the side by side, if you will, I guess, and just start lighting them. Or getting them strands down to melting temperature. I want usually both of them to be about to that same point of wanting them to start on fire themselves, just like that one on top. You can see just about to that point, just hot enough where they're starting on fire. And then that's a little excess, so but you push them together, push those pieces together, and then with that damp finger of yours, give it about 2 or 3 seconds to kind of start setting. Dampen your finger, and then squish that ball down. And that's going to be really hot if you don't do that, but that's how you make 2 different colored paracord. 2 different color paracord bracelet or a lanyard. That one's really bad, actually. I'm not happy with that one, so let me show you another one here. You got bright green and ACU pattern. Maybe shrink that back down, kind of shrink it into itself so you don't have such big ends. And just pull on it a little bit. And you start melting. Starting to melt. Right about to that point. That's the way I like it. You stick them together, and you squish that hot molten part down. And really squish that down and push them back together real tight. And then squish it down a little bit more. So that's pretty nice. That one worked out a lot better. Alright, what's next here? We got some gray. That's a little bit too long for me, so I'll just cut that off. Got some gray and some yellow. I'll line them up side by side. Get rid of them strands, get them going. Right, just about hot enough. A little bit of button, push them together just like that. And dampen them fingers and squish it down. Kind of roll it between your fingers so it doesn't create too much of a bump. Push it back together too. And then you can see how profiled that is. It's a lot nicer than just having a big bump. You see a lot of those pre-manufactured 2-color bracelets have the fuse showing on the bracelet, and if they didn't do it right or not quite nice enough, you'll see that sharp edges and rough plastic, and that'll scrape up your wrist, scrape up your hand. There's a couple. I'll do one more here, and then I'll show you how I shrink tube that in. Here's some blue speck and some blaze orange. These colors go really nicely together. Melt that down. I'm doing super short timing. Push them together. And roll that between your fingers. And there you go. You can let that cool down for a little while. And here's just a couple examples of, like I said, I wasn't really too big of a fan of that one. But the rest of the colors kind of turned out nice. Pretty nice, I'd say. And then again, with that shrink tubing, you cut just a little EDB piece, probably less than a half an inch, quarter of an inch. Oh, you can slip that over the end of your one end, or if you're going to be doing a bracelet, you slip that in before you fuse the ends together. You just pull it right over that, right where you fused them together, and just to clean it up a little bit, you shrink tube it. Heat that shrink tube down. Like I said, that one's really ugly. I'm not happy with that one, but just to show you here, there's one. And that same shrink tube. Here's that bright green. You will see that. I just really like the shrink tubing. I think it really does clean it up quite a bit. Right over that little that bump where you fused them together. These going off in the background here. Just kind of heat it up a little bit. Shrink tubing's really nice. It goes really quick. You want to let that cool a little bit longer than you normally would with the paracord, because it will imprint your fingerprint. It will still be quite hot for quite a while. But if you're making lanyards, paracord bracelets, whatever you might be making out there with paracord, and it's great stuff. I really do like it. We're doing that two-color stuff. Here's just a little helpful hint on how to fuse it together for one, but not only fuse it together, but to kind of hide that fuse and clean it up, make it look really nice, especially if you're selling bracelets. A lot of people are making their own bracelets and selling them. School colors, benefits, a lot of pink for Susan G. Komen coming up here, and want to make sure, especially if you're doing that for yourself, helping people out, helping yourself out, that you make a really nice product. And I really just do like that that little trick of the heat shrink tubing to cover up that fuse. I do one more, but well, yeah, let's just do one more. Just grab that shrink tubing, snip a little piece off, you slip it on over. Right over where you fuse those two colors together to kind of hide that out. And heat shrink it up. All the way around, nice and even. And there you go. Here's just how I like to do it. Of course, it's always subject to change, and this is just my opinion. But I think hopefully that'll help you guys out quite a bit, and thanks for watching.